the day, and it's the king of all steaks. Now let me just separate. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Where have you been all my life? I've been waiting. Look at this. Look at these beautiful fillets. And if that weren't enough to turn your head, then how about we take some of the included herbed butter and put it right on top of that hot steak, so it begins to melt down into the meat, absorbing all of those great flavors. This is Rastelli's Reserve Collection. Not their normal fillets, but their Black Label Reserve Collection. Now, ordinarily, Black Angus meat at Rastelli is aged for 28 days. This is aged for 45 days, wet aged, for tenderness and optimal flavor. And you need to remember that this is filet. This is the part of the cow that's just along for the ride. No muscles involved here. Beautifully marbled and perfectly trimmed. You know, the filet is bigger on this end and then trails off to little small points. Now we have, Rastelli, save those small points and we sell those as filet tips. But this today's special value is taken from the center. These are all cut from the center. Now I need to let you know that we debuted this and previewed it on last Sunday's In the Kitchen with David. So since that time, 43,500 people have made their reservation for the black box, for the beautiful Reserve Collection. And this is exactly what's arriving. Now, we can ship this either immediately, 11/15 or 12/6. Now, if you want it now, I have 11,300 to go around. If you want it November 15th, 2,700 to go around. And if you want it December 6th, only 2,400 are available, and that's been our most popular date. When any of those numbers go to zero, that date is no longer available. Now, you might be thinking, well, if it's a future date, why can't Ray just add some more product to it? Well, we are not Rastelli's only customer. We'd like to think we are, but we're not. And he is providing meat for lots of white linen tablecloth restaurants and hotels and places really all over the world. So this is an opportunity for us to bring you his Reserve Collection, but in limited supply, already so many spoken for. And just feast your eyes again as I cut a new steak to show you what's inside, to show you what you're getting in these gorgeous fillets. Whether they're cooked medium, medium rare, medium well. Look at this. This one's a bit more done, but still every bit as juicy. And then we top it with some of that delightful and delicious herb butter, making it even more spectacular. It also comes along with the Rastelli seasoning packet. So here's everything that you're getting. You're going to receive 10 5-ounce filet mignons. And you're getting that gorgeous pot of roasted garlic herb butter. And you're getting a packet of the seasoning blend. Now, let's talk a little bit about that December date. We brought in 22,000 for that December date, hoping it'd be enough. We're down to 2,300 to go around. I have 400 customers on the phone lines, and bear in mind, we began previewing this on Sunday. And since that time, it's been wildly popular. All day long today, it's been unbelievably popular. And we're getting busy on our phone lines again. Take a look here. Would you just feast your eyes? This is what you're serving for holiday 2021. When people cut into this, and I doubt they'll even need a knife because it's so tender, and you come away with something fantastic. But wait, it's not done until you top it with some of that delightful and delicious garlic herb butter that is going to melt down into the meat and create something memorable. Let's bring in QVC's personal butcher, Ray Rastelli, has been with us. Well, really since Sunday. I don't think he slept until since Sunday. So, Ray, it's great to have you back, sir. A real pleasure to be working with you again. This is something so special, and our customers have recognized it too. Congratulations on a huge today's special value. But I guess the congratulations really go to our customers. They're getting a fine deal tonight.
That is so true, and thank you, David, for kicking us off Sunday. It's been wildly popular, and you know, thinking about the holidays, thinking about bringing your family the very, very best, that's what we wanted to do. In fact, today is our 45th anniversary. This very day, 45 years ago, my wife and I opened up this butcher shop. So we are so excited to be able to bring our QVC guests this because it's special. And the reason it's special, David, let's take a look. this is a tenderloin of beef. And you know, I'm really proud of you, David, because you're getting just like a butcher. You talked about this tapering down to the tail side and the large side, which is the head. But you know what? You don't get any of that. We actually take the tail off. We take the head off, and what our guests are getting is just the center cut of the filet. And I want to show you, my knife goes through this like butter. The reason being, because we've taken every ounce of fat off of this. We've taken
Ray,
every
that's
bit.
beautiful.
And that's what's in every package. It is nice and thick. It's 5 ounces, but you'll notice, actually you won't notice fat because we've taken all the fat off of it. We want you to have that same experience that you get in a great steakhouse. So we've got Black Angus beef. That's reserve. What does reserve mean? Well, besides being 45 days aged, David, only 4% of all Black Angus cattle actually qualify for this quality. That's why the great steakhouses in the country order this from us. I will tell you, we have worked with your team since January of this year to secure enough of this. We all know about the supply chain issues, but we've got enough to fill every order until it's done today. So we're really excited about it. And when I see you cut into that, David, that velvety texture that you get out of that filet is what makes it so special.
And what's really exciting about this, Ray, you're eating this end to end. Every bit of this is edible. I mean, look at that gorgeous steak. This is something that is so fantastic. And remember, we don't finish until we add some garlic herb butter to the top of the steak to make it really extra special and perfect for you and your family. How many in the show? 500 already gone in this show. You know, Ray, you and I kicked this off last Sunday, and a year ago, you and I did the same thing. We previewed it on a Sunday, and then we kicked it off on that Wednesday, and it was just as popular last year as it has been this year, maybe even more so this year. 44,000 have been ordered. I want to show you again what you're getting because you're seeing a lot of meat, and I don't want anybody to be confused. So take a look what's on the board in front of me because this is what you're getting. 10 5-ounce reserve. Give the gift of gourmet. And you deserve the reserve. And the reserve collection is the filet mignons with the garlic herb butter, and you get a packet of the Rastelli seasoning blend. Now, we can't tell you what's in there because, you know what happens if we tell you the secret. So this is why we can't tell you the secret. But you're going to love this seasoning blend. It's got a resealable pouch here, and you can use this on all the Rastelli meats and the burgers, whatever you like, because it's just perfect. It's a lovely blend. I can tell you there's salt and pepper and garlic in there, but I can't tell you the rest. All right. We began the event with 60,000 of these. Now, if you want this shipped immediately, I have 11,200, and you can also freeze it if you get this one ahead of time. Take a look over here. We've got a chest freezer, and we've got it full of Rastelli Reserve Collection steaks. So if you've got room in your freezer to get more than one set, I would highly encourage that. Or think about auto delivery, because auto delivery is something really exciting. Because when you do auto delivery, you're locking in the good deal. Now, Ray will be the first to tell you, he's been a butcher 45 years ago today. He opened his doors as a butcher. And he will tell you that the price of beef rises and falls. Most often it rises. And if your price goes up, Ray, over the next year, you're going to hold this price steady for all of our customers that choose auto delivery, aren't you?
That is exactly right. And we all know what's happening to beef prices. We've all listened to the news. And since January to now, most beef prices have risen 2 times. They have doubled. We have been able to work with QVC since January. David, that's why this price is so special. And it's why this steak is so special. You know, whether it's a wonderful gift for a loved one around the holidays or a birthday or an anniversary, or whether it's just for you because you want to do something really special for yourself this year. And one of the things I wanted to make sure you got, besides you getting the seasoning package, and besides you getting this guide that teaches you really different ways to cook it, because the filet is an investment, and you want to make it perfect. So let me show you real quickly how I do it. With the seasoning, just put a little seasoning on that steak. Then what I want you to do is take that steak, drop it on a really hot skillet. Now that skillet is really piping hot, David. And the reason it is because I just want to sear these steaks, right? This is what you get when you go to a great steakhouse. So if you wonder why that steak is always perfect at a steakhouse, it starts with Black Angus, it starts with reserve. But then what the chef does, He puts it on a hot plate like this and sears it. So look how quickly I have seared that steak, right? So you're going to sear both sides of that steak. And actually, I love searing the sides as well. So I'll just take it and I will roll it just like this. So I can actually sear each of those sides. Now, searing locks in all of that flavor in that filet. So that's going to take you about 2 minutes. When you're all done with that, your oven is preheating to about 400 degrees, David. And all you do is take that out, put it in your oven. And of course, I'm going to pull the one out of the oven that's been in there for about 7 minutes.
Oh, I hope you will.
And look at that.
Oh!
Look at what that looks like. Now, here's the really
Oh, go
fun
ahead.
part,
Make
David.
it sing. Make
Here,
it sing.
Here it is.
Come
Here
on
it
now.
Is. We're going to put this.
Me. There it is. There it is.
Look at this.
Oh,
that
stop it.
That is what you get when you go to a great steakhouse. So
Yes.
I just taught you what the secret is, and we're giving you everything to make that secret just work for you.
Oh my goodness, if that doesn't make you hungry, your eyes are closed. Open them up, we'll wait. Come on. If you're in the kitchen right now, come in the living room, look at the TV. I mean, you've got to see this shot. We'll take it close again because I want everyone to see this garlic herb butter melting into filet. Can you imagine this sizzling hot on your dinner plate? It's Christmas Eve. You're with family you haven't seen in almost 2 years. And you bring out sizzling hot fillets that are bathed in garlic herb butter and beautiful seasonings. And then you've got scalloped potatoes on the side and green beans and, well, Brussels sprouts if you like them. And really, really delightful. This is what this dinner is all about. This is celebration. This is celebration food, right? We're all about celebrating and getting ready for a big holiday season. I need to let you know now that we have taken orders since Sunday, 44,500. In this show alone, almost 1,000 have been spoken for. Now, if you want it shipped now, we have 11,000 remaining. If you want it November 15th, we brought in over 11,000. I have 2,500 left. And if you want the most popular ship week, which is December the 6th, we began with 22,000. I have 1,900 remaining. And I have 400 people on the phone lines waiting to place an order. Take a look right here, then I'm going to get a bite, Ray, because I can hardly stand it. Look at this one. I just cut this one in half, and look at this gorgeous steak. Look at the juiciness, the tenderness. This is what you're serving your family and your friends, and of course you're topping it with some of that delightful garlic herb butter, which is just so impressive. Don't miss out on this, Ray. We're very busy on our phone lines. Lots of people are making their choice now. What I would encourage you to do is remember that if we sell out of your ship week, it's gone. Now, Ray has been telling you that he's been working, how long, Ray, to get enough product in stock for this?
Since January, David, so it's
January.
11 months.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's almost 11 months. Almost 11 months, which is making this so incredible. What I don't want you to do is wait on this. I have samples, Ray, so you know I'm going to try some.
Yes.
But I already know how good it's going to be because you were kind enough to send samples to my home, which are probably half gone. And then, of course, I don't even worry about chewing because this is so tender and just melts on my tongue. The best part about this is that you're dealing with the king of all steaks. The steak, leave Ray up while I do this, that makes you do the happy dance. There it is. Ray, there's nothing like your reserve collection. Tell us about 45 days and what a difference that makes.
The 45-day aging is so important. Now, it's an all-natural aging process. So we're taking that aged filet mignon tenderloin while it's whole before we cut it. We're going to age that for 45 days. So what happens in aging, David, is the enzymes and the proteins, they kind of have a little wrestling match. Well, what that does, it enhances the flavor, but it breaks down the fibers and the tissues. That's why every single bite of this filet mignon will be incredibly tender. I guarantee you, trust me on this, every bite will be so tender that when you take your knife and you cut it like I did, that you really don't need a knife to cut your filet anymore. You can just use your fork. And look at this. When you've got a filet mignon that's reserved, that's Black Angus, that I can use a fork to cut through, you know you have got the very, very best steak that you could possibly buy.
Now, Ray, we just brought out some hots. Now, you've got hots in front of you. I have just out of the oven steaks in front of me. I took the liberty of hitting these with a little bit of the garlic herb butter, and it's beginning to melt into the steak. Now, let me just